Hey, alright, I wanted to make a quick Remnant 2 build. My very first! And the TLDR, before I start rambling, this neck, this ring, and most importantly, the Stone of Malevolence are where that is just the core of the build. Stone of Malevolence is absolutely irreplaceable. You cannot remove this ring. But the beauty of this build that I came up with is that there's a lot of fucking flexibility. You can switch things around. Like, I was running this, and I like running Gunslinger for the little extra weapon damage, but then I switched to Summoner for the extra mod damage, and it's very nice because you basically are just shifting your damage profile around. I like keeping Archon in the primary for the mod damage, and then this is nice for the mod damage as well. But you can switch your stuff around, and like, alright, if I have Gunslinger as my secondary, I'm gaining a little bit of weapon damage, losing the mod damage, but it kind of balances out, right? Like, I was doing some testing on this. I was actually running the good version of this gun. This one always pops up. Oop, oop, oop. There it is. I was running this with Momentum, Corrosive rounds, which synergize because of the crit, right? Just read this, and then read Corrosive rounds, right? They synergize very well. And the mod damage is buffing the Corrosive rounds. Even though it's kind of like a passive damage buff or whatever, it's making your gun do more damage while Corrosive rounds is out. If you have the mod damage I'm talking about. The mod damage is increasing your weapon damage while you have Corrosive rounds running, right? You need to keep a pet out for the mod damage. And then here's like the crux of the build, okay? Oh, no. Stop. Just, no, I'm talking. So the crux, let me rest real quick and then I will show you. Actually, fuck it. This is the crux, right? You have your pet out. You hit your Nebula thing, because the Nebula is part of the build as well. You start firing and keep your Corrosive rounds up. If you're stationary, you put your Chaos Gate down, and you just fire away, you fire away. You just go absolutely ham. And like, your mods will be up in seconds. Listen to this. It's back already. You heard that thing, right? My Corrosive mods. As soon as I hit it, you heard the thing in 2 shots. So you will have your mods up indefinitely with this build. It's fucking awesome. And like I was saying, go away. I need to speak, so I need to move away. I really like how this looks. Looks like a dream catcher. But anyway, the beauty of this build is the flexibility, right? Like, if you so choose, you could put like Gunslinger in your secondary, right? You're shifting your damage profile a little bit now, so your Corrosive rounds is not giving you as much weapon damage because you don't have as much mod damage from having the minion out from Summoner. However, you're getting the extra weapon damage just from like the Swift Shot, right? So you can kind of shift it around, and then like you get fire rate from Gunslinger too, which kind of helps if you want to run a bow. The only thing with the bow though is that if you run Momentum, it's just you fire way too slow, right? So the reason I like having Gunslinger if I'm running the bow is because I guess you still can afford to put the Archer's Crest, I guess. And then in which case you can actually switch back to Momentum on the bow. But it has to be this bow because you need to be able to put Corrosive rounds on, right? But yeah, like you get the extra fire rate. See? I have Momentum, right? Yeah. So like, you know, it still feels fairly quick, right? So like there's just options. Rabbis, knock it off. And then I just want to mention one thing, just in case. If they end up nerfing Stone of Malevolence, you can use something like this to regen your mod with the Archon as your prime, right? You can regen your mods very fast like that. Like, let's just... Never mind. I was saying, let's just let it run out and then, like, generate our mod real quick. Like, starting from scratch, but whatever. You get the idea, anyway. But yeah, there are variations. So, like, let's say, for example, when I was fighting Keula, this is what I did because I was getting absolutely rocked. I went to the Bright Steel ring, and then I just equipped full Letos because on Apocalypse, everything that fucker does grazes, just walks by you too fast. The wind from that will kill you. So it's just a lot. It's just so annoying. So don't even get me started. Apocalypse sometimes I feel like it's too like just a little nutty. You know what I mean? But anyway, so let's just go through some things. All right. So this I got from the Drazier Replicator. This I got from one of the NPCs inside the ward. You're just gonna have to fuck around until it pops up. The most important item, the Stone of Malevolence. This drops in Losam. It's kind of random where it can appear. Just any of the purple drops, like it might be that, right? Probability Cord, I don't really like to remove, right? Especially since with Corrosive rounds and momentum, you're gaining a lot of crit chance, right? And then for the Relic, I have these. But then again, like if you want to shift your damage profile around, I like to run this. It's just removing that is just hard for me to do. Like, you know what I mean? The modded skill cast speed is very nice though, since you're pressing it a lot. That shit does add up, and then you could also use this ring that increases it. I forgot which one it is though, so I don't really want to go ham looking for it. But there's one that like increases your mod and like whatever your mod and skill cast speed by a shitload. Or you could even use this. Every time you use a mod, you regen some health, and you can even stack that with Summoner. You just start regenerating your health super fast. You know what I mean? So. But then again, on Apocalypse, everything just one-shots you. So, like, it's just, you know what I mean? You can just play around. You can do what you want to do. But anyway, that's, unless I miss something, you might hear from me in a little edit. But for now, that's good. I just have this weapon on for the theme. I don't really melee much with this build, especially on Apocalypse. You just get rocked everything you try to do. But yeah, that's that. Take care. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to show a little bit of a walkthrough. You know what I'm saying? Strut my shit, strut my stuff, and just everything around me just dies, man. Alright, let's go. That wasn't necessary, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm really not. So, right now I'm just showcasing what the mod's doing, how I can just kind of walk by and then everything around me will just die. However, the fact that I'm not shooting with my rifle with the corrosive mods active means I'm not regenerating my mod power in the background while the Nebula mod is up. So you'll notice when the Nebula mod ends, it's not fully recharged already, so I didn't get the 100% uptime. That's because, like I said, I was not shooting my weapon with my corrosive mods. So like basically I need to be doing the mod damage. I need to be doing mod damage or whatever. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it, I won't lie. I'm pretty, like, alright, so I need to be doing the elemental damage since I have the Stone of Malevolence equipped. So I need to have the corrosive mods on my weapon active and just start shooting to regen my mod power. But anyway, that's that. Okay, so I'm gonna try with Summoner because Summoner increases the mod damage or whatever, and the mod crit chance. It kind of seems like you can vary this. Like there's so many different options. Like, you know, some let's say archetypes or rings, stuff like that might increase, or skills, you know, they might increase your mod damage and then you won't do as much weapon damage. Whereas, like, say if I have Gunslinger and I'm doing increased weapon damage but less mod damage, it kind of balances out to the same, at least from when I was testing in the ward. So that's cool because that means you get options. You know what I mean? Like whatever your style or whatever you feel comfortable running, you can do that. Oh my god. Got lucky, I was locked in animation there. Going behind the tree seems to force him to, like, go down, you know? He can't aim at you. Oops. Oh shit, this isn't right. Ow. Oh, I didn't mean to switch guns. down early. Fuck away from me, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me! I don't have to do anything in that part. Nice! Let's go. That's how you do it. Yeah! Woo! Baby! Woo! Woo! So fucking good. What do we get rewarded with? Scrapola! Crapola! Anyway, that was that. Okay, so I don't even really want to show this. I played so fucking poorly. I hate this boss, especially on Apocalypse, and I can't. Look, like right off the bat, I got smacked. But at least I didn't get one shot. Like the gear I'm wearing earlier in this video, I tried this boss like 10 times with that gear and I couldn't, and I just gave up. And then like again, the beauty of the flexibility. Again, let me just get this. I'm so tilted at this point, I'm playing so poorly. So forgive me. But again, the beauty of the flexibility of this build is that I just switched that top ring that I had equipped. Sometimes I put the mod damage, whatever. Like anyway, I switched it to the encumbrance ring. Lifesteal ring, I want to call it. And I just slammed the full Lidos, man, just so I could take a fucking hit. And then my relic also has, I should have showed it in the video, it has like a 50% armor thingy. So I just needed to be able to take a hit, dude. That's really what it was. Like, I can't do this fight flawlessly. I just can't. And like Annihilation, I'm gonna get into eventually. Try that. Or when I do that, I did Challenger and I didn't keep that thing, but anyway. Yeah, man. Like, this isn't good. Backhand. It's so sad. This build is just so much passive damage. This fight's really RNG too. Just sometimes she stays up, sometimes she just constantly goes down. There are a few times in this fight too where like I didn't keep my Nebula bees. Someone called it. I didn't keep them up where I could have, you know what I mean? And Chaos Gates again as well. You know, that's like another thing. The Chaos Gate is kind of just shitty. A lot of the Archon abilities just kind of suck. Even like the cool one where you become Palpatine, it's just kind of shitty because you're slow. And I don't know. Sure. But yeah, there we go. I was looking at me bugging. I hate this fucking fight so much. I really absolutely just despise it. I feel like it's so poorly designed. If you didn't have to deal with the slow water, I feel like you'd be fine. Like the slow wading through water. But yeah, that is that. If you liked the video, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great life. Bye-bye.